So, Sixers fans, I think this is time to panic. This is the real time to panic because obviously, look, you've had Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid's had some injuries. It is what it is. But like now, at this point in time, it's looking like Joel Embiid is just done. It looks like he's completely done. If you guys agree, subscribe. We're trying to hit 9.3k by the end of the day, and we are 7 subscribers off. But Joel Embiid is he's turned into Greg Oden. Like, this injury is so much worse than we thought. And again, I've said it plenty of times. The reason why this injury is so much worse than we thought is because it's not an injury. That is the big problem. If this was just a random injury, anything can happen. Like, it can be a freak injury. This is what they reported with Greg Oden. So Joel Embiid, it says here he'll be reevaluated in 7 to 10 days. So like, he's obviously not healthy. But it says here he participated in on-court workout Thursday and experienced an increase in knee swelling following the session. And that is, if you guys know, like, that is, I'm a Heat fan. Every time we thought maybe Greg Oden would be would be back for the Miami. We thought maybe he could play, but Greg Oden held out of practice. Oden missing practice is coming 2 days after he had his first 5-on-5 workout since his comeback to Heat. Oden's return to contact work spurred some optimism that he could play in a preseason game. Hopes have dimmed now. They've been very careful. It's been 3 years for me. As long as there's no surgery, it's okay. Last play an NBA game, and basically says the Heat's training staff measures Oden's troublesome knees before and after every workout to monitor any swelling. The team has moved cautiously and slowly, been increasing workload. He responded well for the first few weeks of training camp and preseason. Getting back into full court work was an anticipated step. I was hoping it didn't swell up, but it did. What can I do about it? Like, he's got Greg Oden knees. Like, the man's got Greg Oden knees. I think he's done. Like, the process is over. Like, he participated in workouts and swelling. He's got Greg Oden knees. He might have to retire. Like, look, I get it. He's probably just going to go and play it out and maybe get like some sort of like a medical thing, so he's off the he's off the salary cap. But like, it is mad because I called this so long ago at the start of the season, because he's not had an injury. Everything has just been, knee swelling. Like, that's all anyone has been saying. So it's like, and now it's like, oh, it's a foot injury. It's this. It's not an injury. Which means it could be near impossible. It could be near impossible for him to ever get back. And he was never capable of playing 82 games. Like, his body was not capable of that. It broke down every year in the playoffs. A lot of people are like, because he was load managed, he's got hurt more. But I think, like, the guy missed the first 2 seasons of his career. His body was not meant for high level basketball. And the fact that he lasted as long as he did and played as many games as he did is crazy. Like, it's actually crazy. Like, I want to see, did anyone else point out we haven't there's not that many Greg Oden people pointing out other than myself. But yeah, it is. I feel bad for Sixers fans because, like, you have to give up on the year. You have to. Like, if you don't give up on the year, it becomes a really not great situation. Because if you don't give up on the year and you try to force Joel Embiid back and you manage to squeak into the play-in, because the Chicago Bulls aren't really trying to make it either. You squeak into the play-in and then maybe fluke it into the playoffs if Embiid plays. You blitz by the Cavs and you're done. Especially the Cavs, who are going to match up really well to you guys. And like, if I'm the Sixers, I'm letting Tyrese Maxey do whatever the hell he wants. Tyrese, go drop 50. Go drop 40 a game. Go shoot. Go do what you did against the Knicks. Go shoot the ball 32 times. Doesn't matter if you're shooting 40%. Go shoot it 32 times. Go get 33 on 32 shots. Like, let Tyrese Maxey do that the rest of the year. Let George Paul go and do whatever he wants. Let Podcast P pick up his averages. As you can see, 25, 25, 26. Let Podcast P pick up his averages and get him to 20. And just go and start chucking. Give up on defense. Give up on basketball. Give up on the damn process. Like, not that they backed the wrong horse. It's just it was an unfortunate situation. Like, Embiid never really Embiid never really went and did anything too crazy in the playoffs, but also the others a lot of the time didn't step up. Like how tricky it was for that Sixers team to deal with Harden and Embiid when it seemed like only one of them could have a good game at a time. But it seems like that's basically it. Like, it genuinely seems like it could be it for Joel Embiid. And, I mean, it's definitely it for the season. Like, whether or not he keeps going, like, that's a completely different situation. Like, he could keep going. He could be done. But we just don't know about that for the season, or for his career. But for the season, he should just stop for his own sake. Genuinely, for his own sake, he should just he should stop. He should take it handy and just let himself try to get healthy again, because I don't know if Joel Embiid ever is going to be healthy again, but he at least owes it to himself to try and not keep doing what he's doing right now, which will never get him healthy. And he's currently got a knee injury that's not even an injury that's so bad that it could... I don't even know why we're calling it like a knee injury. He's got Greg Oden knees. Like, unfortunately, the man's got Greg Oden knees, and I'm pretty sure if there was a cure for Greg Oden knees, Greg Oden would have sorted it, considering all the teams that were trying to get Greg Oden back. Because when Greg Oden was on the floor, he looked like he could have been a future star. So yeah, like, the injury is worse, but also I'd say he probably could play on it. But I don't know how. Like, I literally don't know how many games Joel Embiid has left in his knees. It's probably under 100. If we're being honest, I reckon Joel Embiid's knees have probably less than 100 games left in them, especially at the weight he is right now. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys disagree with me? Do you guys not disagree with me? All is fine. And if you're a Sixers fan, I feel bad for you guys, because you obviously mortgaged everything to get into the position you're in right now. But still, it's you're not going to win anything with, again, when your best player turns into Greg Oden and your second best player cares more. Well, who should be your second best player cares more about his podcast. And I'm not going to say a bad word about Maxey. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. See you guys.